Oh, just driving into the fucking sun, right? What do you know? It's on. So here you go. Let me see if I can mount it for you. As you say, I can't drive into the sun. Hope this gives you everything that you need. Oh. Tesla's driving into the sun again. What's going on, dude? I'm not even wearing fucking sunglasses. Let me throw the sunglasses on. This douche canoe says that we can't drive into the sun. I really hate people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And they just say random things. The reason that author said you can't drive FSD into the fucking sun because he's probably someone who hates Elon Musk. It's Elon derangement syndrome, perhaps. And it's comical and it's silly. Previous versions of FSD, I'll openly admit to that, they would have issues driving into the sun. You would get the red wheel of death telling you to take over. But as a human, if you're driving into the sun yourself and you don't have sunglasses on, you can't see, you're probably going to pull over. I think that's inherently safe. If the car feels it's being blinded and it cannot see, they'll try to pull over or ask you to take over for the supervised version of full self-drive. So, get a better argument. Learn the technology. Actually go test drive one instead of hating it. Because I will admit, I used to be like some of you people. I thought the electric cars were lame. I thought they were gimmicks. The range anxiety and all the other foolishness existed until you drive one and you realize how cool they can be, how quick they are with their acceleration, the amount of technology that it has. I mean, the car is driving itself on a public road. I'm supervising. I'm not sleeping. I'm not on my cell phone dorking around. I'm using my phone to actually record this video for you to show you that the tech works. Is it perfect? No, it's not yet, but it's getting there. When I first got this car, it had full self-driving version 12.6.3. Then it went to 13. I think I ended up with 13.2.9, and then ultimately right now I'm on 14.2.1.25, the holiday update. Here I'm at a traffic circle. It slowed down, it gets in. It signals because it's going to be exiting the traffic circle right here. That's not amazing to you? That's not cool technology? Instead of sitting on the internet and being a keyboard warrior or claiming that real men don't drive Teslas and all other goofy comments and retorts that I get, just drive one. Or better yet, let it drive you. There's so many people that I see daily while I'm in this car, using their cell phone, looking at their cell phone, and there's nothing that their car does that tells them, hey, you're performing an unsafe action. Now, if I look away from the road and I just look down and to the right, the car's driving, and eventually it's going to tell me to pay attention. It's not just going to let me keep doing this forever. I trust it enough to drive for me. I think that's cool tech. It just popped up. Pay attention to the road. Saw it out the peripheral. I'm supervising it, but I'm allowing it to mature to where it needs to mature to be incredibly safe, or even more safe rather, for other drivers on the road. This vehicle has decelerated when it noticed a pedestrian under darkness, hours of darkness, crossing a crosswalk that I did not see as a driver. I did not see him. The car started to slow down, and it actually annoyed me. I said, why is the car slowing down right now? And then I look up and I see, like, wow, I completely missed it. Saw the pedestrian on the screen, like, wow, I completely missed that guy. Older gentleman walking his dogs. If without full self-driving, I could very well hit that guy and injured him, killed him, maimed him. The car saw it before I did. Another instance, I'm driving home from work, wooded area like this as well. A deer comes out of nowhere. Car starts to decelerate and maneuver out of the way of the deer, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Because I did not see the deer. The car saved my car again, saved me again. So I just urge you to stop being a hater, stop being a fool, and just truly look at the car for what it is and what it can be. If you can't tell me someone who has a disability and can't otherwise drive a vehicle, that getting in a Tesla and hitting start self-driving and it'll take you wherever you need to go without you having to touch the steering wheel or the brakes, other than an emergency situation, that you don't think that's a safer alternative? You don't think that gives someone the ultimate feeling of independence again, who otherwise wouldn't have it? That's amazing. That is amazing. And I knew nothing about full self-driving tech until last year. When I retired from the military, I started working a job, and the job is far away from my house. I used to drive a little BMW 4 Series. Bought it when I was in Germany. Loved that little car, man. And I couldn't handle the drive anymore. It was physically painful for me to drive in that car on a daily basis and manipulate the accelerator and the brake. It was painful. I was about to quit my job. I started looking at videos of Tesla's full self-driving. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. I went down to the Tesla service center, got into a Tesla, and was immediately impressed before the person even put it into full self-driving mode. The regenerative braking, how the car will come to a complete stop as long as you're not hitting the accelerator. That took some getting used to, but I was completely amazed. I said, wow, that's incredible. The car will do that all by itself? That's awesome, man. See, right here, it has its turn signal on. It may make a mistake. No, I don't want to go there. I need to go straight. It made a mistake. It's on camera, but I'm not going to hide it from you. The tech isn't perfect, but if it made that left-hand turn early, it would have eventually just routed back around. It's okay. People would otherwise slam the car for doing that. I'm supervising the vehicle. I'm not mad at that maneuver. It wasn't unsafe. It was just incorrect routing. That's okay. How many human drivers have driven somewhere and made a wrong turn? They're conducting a U-turn in the middle of an otherwise busy road because they had messed up their own routing. Do we try to take away their ability to drive the car and say, oh no, they made a mistake? It's okay. No one was harmed. No one was harmed right there. I took over and corrected the vehicle. It continued along its expected path now. That's okay. I'm not going to edit that out. I'll show it to you. You'll probably leave comments below this video, laughing at me, laughing at the car. That's fine. Here it is. I'm at the road I need to be at now. It's going to make its turn. Nothing I'm doing. If you think the car is trash because of that simple mistake it just made, that's fine. That's your prerogative. You can feel that way. I don't. It's still handling the drive, otherwise flawless. That's a simple correction. If you're a perfect driver, then by all means, kudos to you. So right here, start to slow down and correctly. I give it some gas. I'm supervising it. But it's telling me the yield. So honestly, that's a confusing sign to me as a driver, because what am I yielding to if I'm making a right-hand turn? Am I yielding to the gentleman who was making a left-hand turn back there? I don't know. I just gave it some gas, nudged on it, it continued on. But the amount of miles you can truly go with this vehicle, especially on the highway, it's almost limitless. I'll tell you that there are more hiccups that a Tesla would have perhaps in city driving, but they're not really unsafe hiccups. It's just a contextual miscommunication. And let me actually save that so I can look at that on the car's cameras, and I'll look on the phone's camera as well. But long story short, give a Tesla a chance. Don't just paste or post hateful comments under the thread or under the YouTube video just because it's a cool thing to do. You think you're some sort of edgelord ragging on the car. It's a great vehicle, man. I would love for you to try it. If you're brave enough to give it a try, I'll drop the link to my discount link. And it gives you, a free test drive, try out full self-driving. And if you decide to buy a vehicle, you get up to $1,000 off, 3 months of free supercharging, or maybe I believe it's 3 months of full self-driving, which is otherwise $100 a month if you didn't want to use it. So it's up to you. But yeah, man, give a Tesla a shot. Don't be a thought.